And Zaft here from Live Fits in Scottsdale, Arizona, and today we are going to do a yoga practice to improve your digestion and elimination. 'Tis the season, it's holidays, and we're probably drinking and eating a little too much of too much and might be having some problems with your gut. And so I'm going to give you some pretty easy poses, asanas, we call them in yoga, to help you to move things along or just to settle things down. Today I'm on my Rolex Pro 4D, whatever plate you have, you know it, it's perfect, just whatever you have, we're to use it. And I'm actually going to start seated on a stool. The only props I'm going to ask you to have nearby is a blanket or beach towels or something, because we will be sitting on the platform for the other half of this. If you are not able yet to sit down on the platform, don't worry, because this first half, I'm just basically going to show a little bit more of a transition onto sitting on the platform. So it's something for everybody, because let's talk about it. Again, it's the holidays, and all of us, you know, we're waiting for about 2 more weeks for the New Year's resolutions to cut out the sugar, cut out the alcohol, cut out whatever, but 'tis the season. So let's go ahead and start your platform. I'm going to put my platform, because I just have my feet on it, I'm going to go into the oscillation mode, and we're going to go to a speed, oh gosh, I'm going to say about 10 today. You know, I want to mix it up a little bit. Now, you know, we call, in yoga, we want to stir the fire in our gut, and that's the agni, the fire. So when we are doing any of our poses, we're talking about twists, bends, things to work really our major organs of digestion and elimination. I'm going to ask you to come on to a comfortable seat, meaning you're right on the sharp points, the sitting bones, and you're going to place your hands right on your thighs and sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes with me, and let's just take a few breaths in and out through the nose and out of the mouth. And if you are just watching this live, welcome. And you're going to do the practice later. If there's questions you have, please feel free to type them in the chat and I'll answer them for you. Otherwise, join me with another breath in and another breath out. And you can keep your eyes closed if you like, or you're welcome to open your eyes. I'm going to ask you to put your hands right on your belly. My thumbs are touching and my pinky fingers are pointing down, and we're going to breathe into our belly. So take another big breath in, fill up the belly, and then exhale, and let's squeeze all the air out. We're doing this internal massage of these organs. Inhale and exhale. Feet are firmly placed on the platform, and you can feel that energy moving up through the feet, through the shins, the knees, into the hips. One more breath with me. So our first posture is going to be cat-cow. You'll place your hands on your knees, take a breath in, and tuck the chin to the chest, look toward the belly, and round, C-curve the spine. And on an inhale, you're going to bring your hands back to your hip creases and let the eyes look forward, lift the chest, arch the spine. And we'll do that 2 more times. Tuck the chin, exhale, pull the navel back, still push it into the feet, and then inhale and push the tailbone back and lift the eyes. Watch you don't lift the chin too much, just lift the eyes. And one more time, tuck the chin. And then inhale and arch. Now from here, we're going to take our version of child's pose, sitting on our seat. Walk your feet wide. So your feet are wide. You're going to see that my legs are moving more. You're going to fold over and drop the chin to the chest. This is one version of your child's pose. Take a breath in here. And on the exhale, let's round the spine and roll up. I'm going to do that in a different way, and I'm actually going to pull my hair back so I can see and you can see me. Feet together, inhale, and on the exhale, tuck the chin and drop down. Let your spine round. We want to open up through our back. This is where our kidneys are. We want to breathe into that area. And as we exhale, we squeeze the belly more, compressing into the organs. Do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Relax the shoulders. Relax the head. 1 more time. You might lift up a little bit. And exhale. So you can have wide legs or close legs. This time when you inhale, stack your spine up. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Reach the arms up. And then stretch the palms to the sky and stretch up. Now from here, we're going to go into a seated side bend. We'll take our hands behind our head and you're going to drop your left hand down and lift your right elbow up. Keep your gaze forward and just go into that side body. Bring your hand back. It's all about alignment here. So we want to keep the organs in the right place. We're going to go ahead and bend to the other side. The hand slides down and you're still looking forward. And then bring it back up. Now you can also have your feet a little wider. Let's do that again. Chin tucks in, bend, and side bend. It's known as Parva Sukasana, seated side bend. And I like to keep my hands again behind the head just to keep my alignment. And you're going to bend over to the side, reach down, and stretch your fingertips to the floor and elbow to the sky. We can do that 1 more time, and we'll do it a little differently. Your hands are going to come down to your side. Your ear goes to your shoulder. Hand comes down, and reach that opposite arm up and over. You can frame your head, bend the elbow, and get a nice big stretch on one side as you compress into the organs on the other side. Press both feet down equally, especially the opposite foot. Arms come up, inhale, shoulders relax. We're going to bring the opposite hand down. Let that one reach first, ear to shoulder, and then the other arm reaches over to get a nice long stretch. Be careful you're not rounding forward here again. I want your head in line with your shoulders and hips. I'm pushing down with the arm that's over. I'm pushing down on that foot into my platform. And breathe into the side body. And bring both arms up. Inhale. And let's go ahead and take another forward fold, okay? Hands to your thighs. Tuck the chin. So we're going into our version of child's pose. Or you can call this a seated forward fold if you'd like. Either one. But we're relaxing everything. Inhale here. And on the exhale, stack your spine up. Now we'll go into our next posture, which is a seated twist. I'm going to have you bring your right knee in. You can hold in around the shin or underneath the thigh. Your leg can hang. Relax your shoulders down. So the Ardha Matsyasana is our seated twist. You're going to take your ankle across, opposite hand on knee. I'm pulling my knee over, so I'm compressing into my hip. This is my ascending colon here. So I want to squeeze and kind of, I'm going to say, just cut blood flow off in that area. So keep looking forward for now, pulling the right knee across your body, left foot on the platform, reach your hand up, and then you're going to turn your belly, your ribs, your chest, your shoulders, and your hand and your gaze, and squeezing all the air out. Your inhale, lengthen the crown of the head, push your foot into the platform as you exhale, twist a little further. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen up from sitting bone to crown of the head. Exhale, and a little further twist. 1 more time. Press your foot into the platform. Lift the head. Inhale. Pull the chin and exhale, rotate a little further. De-rotate yourself, and you'll take the foot off. Press both feet into the platform. Inhale. Bringing the knee into the chest. You can hold on again to the shin if you don't have knee issues. If your knees kind of got something going, just pull the knee up. And I'm compressing into the descending colon here. And now from here, we're going to cross over. Opposite hand pulls the knee, shoulder back. So we want to compress into that area. Look forward, look at your thumb, inhale. And as your arm comes up, you're twisting the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders. The head goes back when you reach back and you look at your thumb. Your inhale, you always find your length, pulling the chin in. Exhale, squeeze or pull the knee across and reach the shoulder back. 2 more times. Inhale, get your length. Press your foot into the platform. On your top of your sitting bones, exhale and twist. 1 more time. A deep breath in and exhale. And then de-rotate yourself. Come back. And let's reach up. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold forward, round your spine, relax your shoulders, child's pose. You can reach your hands back here. Maybe take your hands on your back so your shoulders relax. Breathe into your back with your hands there. Exhale, squeeze everything out of the belly. This next inhale will rise up, reach up, bring your hands together, and then to the chest. Now, our next posture is known as wind relieving pose. We're going to do it in 2 ways. So wind relieving, pushing anything out of the belly. It's very similar to the last posture. This time, Apagasana or Parva, let's call it the first one, knee to chest. We're going to pull that knee in. Now, my knee is higher, okay? You might round your back a little bit. Be careful here. Try to sit tall and then squeeze that knee in. Elbows to the chest or elbows to the ribs, knee to the chest. Sitting nice and tall, compressing, compressing. And 3 breaths here. Push into the platform. I don't want you leaning back. Breath in, breath out. Now my platform just ended, so I'm going to start it up again. I'm going to add that time right back. Same thing, oscillation. I'm in speed 10. We're going to go ahead and pull the knee up and squeeze in. Take a nice deep breath in. So when we have a lot of, let's talk about it this way. When we compact our colon with foods that don't digest well, they stay stuck here. So when we compress into our organs and then release, we get more blood flow into the organ. That's why we have this compression. My foot's relaxed, my shoulders are down. A nice big squeeze. Hey, congratulations. Is that, I can't read your first name, 17 pounds since you got your Rolex Max 4D. Awesome. You'll have to share your secrets with us in our live, our VIP Facebook group. That's fabulous. And this series will help you move more junk in the trunk, if you will, and then release. Okay, let's go ahead and take another twist. Let's reach up, inhale. Exhale, your right hand on the opposite knee, the left hand goes back. Let's open up that side. Inhale up. And we're going to take the left hand on the right and open it up. Both hands reach up, inhale. And now we're going to go to wind relieving pose. Be very careful here. So I'm going to bring one knee up. And actually, I think we're going to do it this way because I'm sitting on a chair. I'm going to bring my knees wide, really wide. And I'm going to pull my knees to my chest. And I'm going to feel my shoulders pressing into my knees. And you're going to get a lot of vibration into the torso. Tuck the chin, relax the head. Breathing in, breathing out. You're pushing your butt back, belly in, head drops. And you're shaking everything up in your core. One more breath. Slowly stack your spine up. That's our wind relieving pose. There's a different posture when we sit down. Bring your feet together. Let's take one more inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to take your hands back behind you. Push down, lift the chest, a little counter posture for that wind relieving pose. Feet together. If this bothers your neck, put your hands behind your head and lift the eyes to the sky and open up the front of the body and then release. So that was about 10 minutes or so for the practice seated. Now join me on the platform. I'm going to remove my chair and then I'm going to place the blanket on the platform here. And you can stay in oscillation mode if you have the Rolex Pros, or you can go into lateral, or you can do both depending on what's going on. Now I have it at a level 10. I might want to suggest going a little bit more, a little like 4 or 5, because this is pretty intense, especially if your belly is upset. So I'm going to decrease my speed to about a 5 right now. And now we're going to sit on the platform in the front, and we're going to do that same thing. We're going to do our cat-cow. On an exhale, you're going to round back. And on an inhale, you're going to arch. Now, that's your first option. I'm going to show you folks a second option for those that can kneel down. So if you can't kneel, do this a couple times, rounding and arching. For those of you that can kneel on the ground, you can put your blanket on the floor, and we'll do that cat-cow by tucking and then arching. At least you want to do at least 3 to 5 reps, rounding and arching. Pushing the belly up, tucking the chin, relaxing the shoulders, finger pads in the platform, and back. From here, your child's pose for those that are kneeling down, hands on the platform, pull the shoulders back and tuck the chin. Stay there and breathe. For those of you that are seated along with me, your child's pose, knees together, and you'll just fold forward and let the back release. So we're in a lot of stress during holiday season, and by just being on our platforms and getting the vibration, the energy to move through our body and increasing our serotonin levels here will help with the decreasing of stress that the holidays do cause us. So perfect to sit on the platform and breathe with me. Okay, let's go into our seated side bend. I'm going to cross my legs. You can keep the feet together, or you can put the soles of the feet together. I'm going to cross. We're going to reach up let's reach the left hand up and bend over to the right. Your hand goes behind the head if you have alignment challenges. If you don't, if you can keep your head stacked, you'll just take your hand and look down. My hand is on the floor here. You can keep it on the platform. Reach up, inhale, arms out. We're going to bend over to the left. Hand goes behind the head. Option 1, hand on the floor. Reach the hand over. Option 2, you can look down toward your fingertips, but get a nice stretch. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up. You may want to place your elbow or hand on the platform if you can bend a little deeper and you get more vibration into that right side. Eyes forward. Bring the hands up. Inhale. You'll see on this side where I'm bringing my forearm to my platform and bending over. I'm pushing the forearm down and getting a lot more movement into the side body. Last time with me, inhale. Those of you that want to keep their hands behind their head and just bend to the right. This is a little more challenging because you're not holding on to anything. So you've got the weight of your head helping to bend into the ribs. Come back up to center, breathe in, and then over to the other side. Keep pulling the belly in the whole time. You're back to center here, relaxing the shoulders. Moving forward here, we're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stack up your spine. Hands go back. We'll take a counter pose, lifting the chest. And now we go into our seated twist. I'm going to keep my left foot forward, hug the right knee into the chest, just a little bit. It's not that compression yet, just bringing it up so I can place the foot over it. I'm going to move my camera because I see that my foot's getting cut off. There we go. You can see my foot better. So, oops. Okay. So I'm going to take it over. This foot is flat on the ground. I'm going to hug my knees in. My other leg, I'd like it to be as straight as possible. Okay. Now, we're going to take left hand on the right knee. Right hand reaches up. Remember, it's the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders. That's how we want to get our rotation. The last thing to go is the head. Breathe into this. We'll hold 3 breaths. So you inhale, sit tall, press into the right foot. Exhale, rotate further. You can always bring the hand up. Inhale. That's 1. Exhale, here's 2. Inhale, back up. Exhale, 3 is the biggest compression into that right side, the ascending colon. And we're going to do a little counter twist here. Both hands come to the platform and bow over to the side. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, and come up. Let's go to the other side. Straighten out your right leg. Just hug behind the left so you're sitting up tall, lengthening your spine. Place your foot down. Press that big toe into the platform. Hug your shin in. Pull the thigh bone in This is our descending colon side, nice and tall. Right hand goes on the outside of the left knee. Left hand reaches up, and I'm going to turn belly, ribs, chest, shoulders, then my arm, and then my head. Inhale from the platform, let the energy rise up. Exhale, pull that thigh closer in. Keep looking back. Pull the chin in, breathe in. Exhale, turn. And I also added that arm up. Inhale and exhale, turn. One more breath. And then unwind yourself. We'll take a counter pose, turning to your right, drop your head, bend your elbows, and bow into your platform. Excellent. Come on back up, everybody. Shake out your legs. We're going to take a seated forward fold. Legs straight, inhale. Hands behind the head. Hinge from the hips first. Exhale. And then relax your head down. Release your hands and reach forward. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Pull your belly back and toward your spine. Your fingertips can prop your body up to support your spine. Exhale, push through your heels, pull the belly back. Stack up your spine, sit nice and tall. And now for our knee to chest pose, Apagasana, we're going to hug that knee in nice and tight. And my platform is shut off. I'm going to go to lateral for this next 10 minutes, just for a little variety here. And my speed is about a 5. So I'm in lateral right now, hugging that knee in nice and tight. If, again, you have knee problems, hold underneath this way. Getting a lot of compression, ascending colon. Sit tall and breathe. You can flex your foot if your knee has some issues in it. You can relax your toes if you don't have any. And I'm pulling that thigh bone in deep into the pelvis. And release that. Let's switch legs. Breath in. Exhale, option 1. Hug the thigh in, shoulders down. Option 2, squeeze the shin in, grab onto the elbows. Push the heel into the ground for support. You're on the top of the sitting bones. And breathe. One more breath and release. Now we're going into wind relieving pose. This is called Parsvot Mukasana. Okay, Parva Mukasana. You're going to bring both heels up on the platform, hug the knees, or hold behind the thighs. Now, if you have some balance here, you can balance, and then it's a little challenging. This is another version of Happy Baby, by the way. Holding here, you can have your feet here. You might be here. This is the third option. If you're not ready to balance yet, you can bring your torso forward. And we want to squeeze the belly. But I really like the fact if you can bring your feet up and tuck your toe. But my spine is rounded on this. That's okay. Or find that balance. Wind relieving pose. Shoulders down. Now, hang out here for a few more breaths. Pull everything in. And release the retention in the neck and shoulders. One more breath. You'll take one foot down and the other. And we're going to go ahead and come into a nice little child's pose. Relax the neck and shoulders. I want to counterbalance that. Breathing in, your hands are going to come back. And we're going to open up the chest. Just open up the belly. Now, because my hands are on the ground, I'm going to roll my shoulders back, lift everything up. We're going to go into one or two more postures before we end the sequence. So sit up nice and tall. I'm going to ask you to come onto the back, onto the floor, so you can put your feet on the platform and scoot back. We'll take the left leg over the platform, the right leg, and we'll take a twist. Here's another version of our seated twist where now we're lying down. We'll go through this a little quicker. Come back to center. Both feet are flat. Right leg extends over. Press down in the platform. Left knee to chest and roll. You're going to bring both feet flat on the ground. Pick up your head and look toward your belly button. I want you to really lengthen your neck. Press your head down, elbows down to the ground, palms face up. Take an inhale. Now we're going to Setu Bandhasana. We're going to bring the bridge up and the hips up. So we're opening up everything here. Chin tucked. Press into your feet. We're only here for 2 more breaths. 1 more. And slowly roll your spine down. We're going to bring the knees in, give it a nice little hug, rock side to side, roll yourself to the side, come back up, and then slowly make your way onto either your chair or your platform. And we'll sit here with our legs crossed, our hands at our heart space, and the eyes closed. So we're just going to sit here, or you can continue to lay on the floor in a corpse pose. Because at the end of the day, all we really want to do is relax our body. As I mentioned before, the stress of holidays or life in general can cause our stomach to get knotted up. And then you add a little too much of the holiday spirits, whether it's sugar or alcohol or just other food choices. So if we just can breathe in some peace and some happiness and some calm, knowing that when we can find a little bit of balance between the inhale and the exhale, just like in life, we want to make sure that we're trying to eat at regular intervals. That's a balance of our intake. And be mindful when we're chewing our food, especially in social settings, we tend to just be gobbling things up, not being mindlessly drinking and talking and not being aware of every bite we take. And allow time for food to settle before we go to bed and not eat too late at night. And a really good tip is about a half hour after you've eaten a meal, just drink a glass of warm water to just help with the digestion and elimination. We come to the mat, we come to the platform to help us to twist and wring things out, to help massage our colon, to stir up the ajna, the fire in the guts, circulate our blood, and just to help with our stress. So I want to thank you, Lifepro friends and family, for joining me today on your platform to until we meet again next week or on one of my videos. Be grateful for everything that you've got. This is the season of giving and receiving, but be grateful for being able to move it the way you can in your body. Thank you so much for your time. Namaste.